I was the investigating officer of this matter back in the year 2012 when the incident occurred. At that particular time, I was attached at DCI Dandora, which is within Buruburu Division. I do recall on the 14th day of October 2012, at around 8:00 a.m. when a matter that had occurred, an incident of murder that had occurred that day at around 4:30 a.m. allegedly committed by 4 suspects who had already been arrested by the officer commanding Dandora police station immediately when it was reported. Considering the magnitude of the offense,
the officer commanding which station?
Dandora police station, my lady. Now, considering the magnitude of the alleged offense, it was the responsibility of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations to promptly take over the investigations for further administrative action. I was instructed by my immediate boss, the officer in charge of DCI office at Dandora, to take over the matter. And at that juncture already 4 suspects had already been arrested in connection to the murder allegation that was reported. I proceeded to the custody at Buruburu police station where they are held. And in company of my colleague, PC Philip Toh, the late Philip Toh, now deceased, we started our preliminary investigations by interviewing the witnesses and at the same time also doing thorough interrogation to the suspect who are in custody at that point. The suspects were transferred to Dandora police station custody, where we were stationed.
At the time you were being told to take over the case, the suspects were in Buruburu police station.
Yes, my lady.
So now they have been transferred to?
They were transferred to Dandora police station custody for convenience purposes, because that was our working station. We started recording witnesses of the prosecution witnesses' statements. And according to their testimony, when we are now giving our findings and recommendation concerning the allegations of murder, we could clearly confirm from the 2 eyewitnesses who are at the scene of crime that the alleged offense had actually occurred, and the suspects who were charged were equally culpable to those offenses.
Who are the two eyewitnesses?
We have the witness who has already testified. She's known as Salma Justus. And we also have Gloria Mbone. My lady, in their testimony, they could clearly demonstrate how the incident occurred, because initially,
Just on that, so that you've given us the two eyewitnesses, so court will refer to their statements.
Yes.
So just tell us the action you took after that, after they had given you the name.
now after them giving us their comprehensive statement to that effect, how they witnessed the incident,
Yes.
procedurally, what we had to do, we had to process the suspect by ensuring that they went through mental assessment, confirm if they are fit to stand trial of murder. We escorted them, and the same was done before approvals of the charges were done by the ODPP when information was prepared.
Officer, the things I want you to bring out as the investigating officer.
Yes.
First, at the point of the arrest of the four accused persons, just tell us, because you had said they had been arrested. Just clarify to us. They had been arrested before you interviewed the witness. So just clarify for us the chain, what led to the arrest of the four accused persons, which information was used. Yes.
Now, if I can take you back a bit, now there's a report which was presented concerning an incident which had happened, and according to the reportee, he alleged that there was a mob injustice occurrence that had happened. There was the deceased person, known as Jongboyo Mwendo. It was believed that he had gone to Dandora area, and he was suspected, or rather, the accused person suspected him to be a thief. Then he was attacked. Now, when that incident occurred, he was unconscious at that point when the report was done, and officers of the police station, Dandora police station, they rushed to the scene. We have PC Kirui and the OCS, the first officers who attended
Just a minute.
If I stop writing,
I can see
it
the
means
question.
there's something wrong. Ask yourself what it is.
The court is not writing what you're saying.
Remember, this court is hearing a matter. That's why we are guided by the information. Huh? That's why we open and see the information of what we used to call charge sheet.
Yes.
You look and see we are discussing the murder of Jan Boyo Mwendo and the four suspects. And the particulars indicate a date when the alleged activity took place. In short, this court is bound by the four corners of this. Now, when I begin hearing other stories before that, some people were met, what happened, I stop writing, waiting to be told that that incident is connected to this one in the following manner. Once I hear that, then I'll start writing. For now, I am we processed the suspects, we had mental assessment and escorted them, and later ODPP made approvals when the information was prepared. That's where you have left me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Officer, I wanted you to tell us how after the processing of the charges, you link the arrest. That's what I wanted to come out clearly for the court to note that part. Okay. But you can continue first from where you are going, then you can join it together.
Okay.
so that you don't leave anything outside.
My lady, what I can confirm as the investigating officer, and when I was doing now my findings, it was established that one of the key witnesses, known as Salma Justus, when we recorded her statement, it came clearly that she witnessed exactly what had happened, and I would wish to clarify or to bring it clear to specific roles that the individual suspect participated in the commission of the alleged offense. Now we have the first accused person in this case, known as Dennis Wambua Mwema. How he participated in these allegations: when he was raised by the third accused person, who is known as Benjamin Kimwele, to respond to a distress call concerning the alleged theft incident that was being connected to the deceased.
Wait a minute, when he was raised by?
He was raised by the third accused person through his phone to come and respond, or rather to come and witness what they deemed offense of stealing that had taken place, because the third accused person has a shop. He had a shop at that particular juncture, at that place. So when the deceased was seen around that place, according to the witness, he was arrested by one security guy who was employed by the third accused person to man the shop. So once that information reached the first accused person, he came to the scene and he had a metal rod in his hands. So when he joined the third accused person, he participated in striking the deceased.
Who is this now? Is it the security guy employed by third accused, or is it the third accused raising Benjamin Kimwele, who is first accused? So who is this who had the rod now?
Now we have the first accused person who was raised by he was called by the third accused person.
Yes.
Now the third accused person has a business premise at that particular place,
Yes.
and he had employed a security guard. Now,
Guard, okay, written guy. So it's
security guard.
Okay.
He's the first person who interacted with the deceased when he suspected him to be a thief. So once he arrested him briefly there, he had to inform his boss, who is the third accused person in this case, about that incident. Shortly afterwards, the third accused person came to the shop, and when he confirmed that there was a suspect who was arrested, he decided to call his colleague, or rather a friend, who is now the first accused person in this case, to come and
Officer, this arrest was done by a civilian or a police officer. This guard for the third accused.
Guard is a civilian.
The civilian.
That is the first person to, we cannot say arresting, it was not an official arrest,
Yes,
but they had restrained him.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to come.
They had restrained him
Okay.
at that particular place.
Mm-hmm.
So when the first accused person joined,
Yes.
he had that rod in his hand,
Yes.
and the disease was attacked now.
Okay. By who and who now? So at that point, how many are there?
At that point, there were two.
Oh, two.
There are still two.
Okay.
Also, the second accused person, a lady known as Eunice, was also at the vicinity because she was the employee of the fourth accused person,
Okay.
running a certain bar at that joint,
Okay.
known as Katunda pub.
Yes.
She was also within that vicinity.
Okay.
She also joined the group. So people were, people are about 10 people are now gathering there.
Okay.
At a population of about 10 people at that point, because that commotion had raised some concern. So roughly about 10 people were there at the scene. Now, when that happened,
So let us go back to the deceased who was suspected to be a thief. First, I had written arrested, you now say restrained, okay,
was restrained.
at the scene. And then who comes after the guard? The third accused person.
The third accused person, who is
And
the
then-
owner of the shop.
Yeah, the owner of the shop, yes. And what did he do, say what? According to the information you
According to the information,
Mm.
when he raised the first accused person through the phone to join him so that they could see how to handle that matter at that point. After a few minutes, the first accused person also joined there. And the second accused person, known as Eunice, was within that vicinity because she was the one who was running the business of the fourth accused person. She was the waiter of the certain bar within that place, not far away from the shop. So she was also there, in that crowd of
So second accused was within the vicinity,
Yes.
an employee, waiter of a certain bar, an employee of who?
an employee of the fourth now accused person, who is known as Peter.
Mhm.
So you have told us what the first person did, the first accused person.
Yes.
So what did the rest do?
Now, when in that span of, within that period when the commotion was still ongoing, according to the eyewitnesses, the third accused person also participated as he threw stones towards the deceased with an intention of harming him also. Now the second accused person, role that she participated, as they were still rounding up that the deceased before he was overpowered, the third accused person instructed the eyewitnesses that we have already indicated, Salma, to proceed and bring paraffin to facilitate so that it could be used to cause more harm to the disease. So he gave out 100 shillings note to D1, I think it's D2 or somebody, Salma.
Just mention the name.
Salma Justus.
Okay.
She was given that amount cash to bring the paraffin, which was brought later And while she was still holding the measuring container of that paraffin, the second accused person got hold of that measuring jug which contained paraffin, and she poured the content to the body of the deceased. As per the testimony of the eyewitnesses, the first accused person took a match box containing matchstick and is the one who lit. And the disease was set on ablaze, was set